Listening 163. Listen, point and repeat. 1,
helmet,
2,
cup,
3,
bowl,
4,
fan,
5,
lamp,
6,
phone,
7,
comb,
8.
coins.
Listening 164. Listen and say.
You wear this on your head when you ride a bike or go to the skate park. You can use this to brush your hair in the morning. You use this in the evening to help you see. You can use it to read or when you do your homework. Maybe you've got one on your desk. You use this when it's hot. It makes the room colder. You can use this for your breakfast cereal in the morning. You can use it for soup at lunch or dinner time too. You can use this to talk to people. You can talk to people who are in a different house, a different town, or even a different country. You use these to buy things. You can buy small things like sweets or small toys. You use this to have a drink. You can drink water or milk or tea.
Listening 165. Listen and repeat.
100 years old. 200 years old. 300 years old. 400 years old. 1,000 years old. 2,000 years old. 3,000 years old. 4,000 years old.
Listening 166. Listen and repeat.
How old is this lamp? I think it's 300 years old. Yes, I agree. Is the bowl older? I'm not sure. I think the coins are the oldest.
Listening 167. Listen and follow.
I went to the museum and I learned about China.
Oh?
Look, they built a huge wall and they wrote books. They drank tea and they ate noodles.
I eat noodles?
It was ancient China, Tang. It was 1,000 years ago.
Listening 168. Look, listen and learn.
I went to the museum. He ate noodles. They built a huge wall.
Go. Went. Have. Had. Make. Made. Eat. Ate. Drink. Drank. See. Saw. Write. Wrote. Fly. Flew. Build. Built. Buy. Bought.
Listening 169. Listen and check.
"700 years ago, an explorer from Portugal went to China. He ate noodles for the first time. Did you know? Pasta comes from China. "400 years ago, a scientist in Italy saw new stars for the first time. Did you know? There are mountains on the moon. "180 years ago, a woman in England wrote the first computer program. Did you know? The first computer was bigger than a car. "120 years ago, two brothers flew the first plane in the USA. Did you know? The first plane flew for 3 minutes. "30 years ago, a computer scientist made the first website. Did you know? You can still look at the first website, but it's very boring.
Listening 170. Look, listen and learn.
He ate noodles. He didn't eat pizza. They wore helmets. They didn't wear caps.
Listening 171. Listen to Grace and tick or cross.
Hi, Grace. How was school?
It was fun, Mum. Today we learned lots of things about ancient China. There were some surprising things.
That's interesting. Did they read and write?
Yes, the Chinese made paper over 2,000 years ago. The ancient Chinese wrote letters and books. They didn't write emails.
Did they use money?
Yes, they did. They bought things in shops. They used coins, but they also used paper money, like we do today.
What did they wear?
Well, people in ancient China didn't wear trousers and t-shirts. They wore long, colourful coats. But they didn't wear yellow. Only very important people could wear yellow in ancient China.
What did they eat?
They ate noodles. But did you know they didn't eat chilies and tomatoes? Do you know why? Tomatoes and chilies didn't grow in ancient China. They ate rice and beans.
Chinese history is very interesting.
Listening 172. Listen, point, and repeat. 1,
Walls,
2,
gate,
3,
street,
4,
market square,
5,
theatre,
6,
town hall.
Listening 173. Listen and say.
In this place, you could buy food and other things. People sold fruit and vegetables. These were tall and strong. They were around the town. It was dangerous in Roman times, but inside the town, people were safe. You went through this to go in and out of the town. It was closed at night, and you couldn't come in or go out. People could walk or run in this, or ride horses. They didn't have cars, though. This was a place you could visit for fun. You could see a play or listen to music. This was a place where important people worked. They talked about the rules in the town and they wrote letters.
Listening 174. Listen and circle.
The Romans travelled to lots of countries. We can see Roman towns in many places. All Roman towns were the same. They always built their towns with the same design.
1,
Roman towns often had 4 gates. They were closed at night.
2,
Roman towns had walls. The walls were wide and tall.
3,
They had busy streets. There were 2 important streets and lots of smaller ones.
4,
The town hall was very important. Lots of people worked there. The town hall was in the middle of the town.
5,
But people had fun too. People watched shows and sports at the theatre.
6,
Romans loved food. People bought food in the market square. They could buy cups and bowls and clothes there too.
Listening 175. Look, listen, and learn.
Did they have streets?
Yes, they did.
Did they wear trousers?
No, they didn't.
Listening 176. Listen and follow. Then sing. The Roman Rap.
The Romans lived long ago. Did they have cars? What? No! The Romans lived long ago.
Did they have streets?
Yes, they did.
Did they have a market square?
Yes, they did.
Did they have hotels?
I don't know. The Romans lived long ago. The Romans lived long ago. Did they have cars? What? No! The Romans lived long ago.
Did they have walls?
Yes, they did.
Did they have a theatre?
Yes, they did.
Did they have cafes?
I don't know. The Romans lived long ago. The Romans lived long ago. Did they have cars? What? No! The Romans lived long ago.
Listening 177. Karaoke time. Sing. The Roman Rap. Listening 178. Listen and read. The Two Brothers. Two brothers lived next to each other. They were good friends.
Good morning, Johan. How are you today?
Morning, Pear. I'm fine, thanks.
But one day, the brothers argued.
Do you like my helmet?
I bought that helmet. It's mine.
Pear was angry. He started to build a wall.
Come and help me. I don't want to see him.
One day, Pear looked out. He could still see his brother's farm.
I can see Johan. He's got my helmet.
Pear called his sons and daughters.
I don't want to see my brother. Build a bigger wall.
Pear's sons and daughters worked hard.
Dad is very angry.
We must help him.
Pear went outside. He could see a gate in the wall.
Come and see, Grandpa. It's finished.
Johan?
Pear.
Pear looked at his family. He knew that they were right.
Johan, I'm sorry.
Me too. Let's be friends again.
Listening 179. Listen, point and repeat. 1,
Wood,
2,
clay,
3,
stone,
4,
wool.
Listening 180. Listen and say the number.
Hi, I'm Lena, and I'm from Norway. I want to tell you about life in my country a long time ago. People had to make a lot of things at home. They used clay. They made cups and bowls out of clay. And they made clothes. They had sheep, and they used the wool to make clothes. People used wood for lots of things. They used wood for their boats. They built big boats. Sometimes they used stone. Stone is strong, and a stone wall could keep the people and their animals safe.
Listening 181. Listen and number.
We know about the Vikings from things that we find. All over Europe, there were Viking villages. Here are some things that people found in different places.
1,
These little statues are chess pieces. They are part of a board game. So we know that the Vikings played board games.
2,
This is a helmet. It's very old. It's a very famous helmet. The person who wore it was important.
3.
In many places, we find cups and bowls. The Vikings used clay and sometimes they used wood. They made things for the kitchen.
4.
This is a really special thing. It's a boat. It's 20 meters long. Vikings made big boats. They cut down tall trees and they used the wood.
5.
These coins are 1,000 years old. Somebody hid them in the ground a long time ago and then forgot or couldn't come back to find them.
Listening 182. Listen and follow.
Where can we learn about our history?
Last summer, I went to Leeds Castle.
What did you see there?
I saw some big old walls and a gate. It's 900 years old.
Listening 183. Listen and read.
Ancient Egypt. In Egypt, there are many ancient buildings. The pyramids at Giza are very famous. They are 4,500 years old. Inside the pyramids, there are many everyday things, like bowls, cups, combs, and lamps. They're in museums now. These things can teach us about life in ancient Egypt. There was also some writing on the walls of the pyramids. This writing shows us that ancient Egyptians wrote with pictures. Ancient Egyptians didn't live in the pyramids. Their houses were small. Their houses had 1 or 2 rooms and a garden. They used clay to make the houses. They didn't use stone. In ancient Egypt, many people lived in towns. Many towns were near the river because the people needed water. In ancient Egypt, towns had a wall around them. They had 2 gates. There was one wide street between the gates and lots of narrow streets with houses and shops.